What up, everybody? It's your boy Rob, aka Ebo Pride, and welcome back to my channel Behind the Static.
Sweet dreams for you. Sweet dreams for you.
Yeah. Hey. Are we live? Are we live yet? All that shit we lived through and we ain't died yet. I was losing inspiration, had to make a little time to go outside to write this line. I was blinded. My brother died and I ain't cried in a long time. So when them tears fill my eyes, I'm reminded of that sand in the hourglass, sifting as the time passed. The ash in the urn burned from the fire that I once had. They say that God laughs at the plans that we try to make. We put it off and procrastinate for another day. Time waits for no man. It's hard trying to play it safe when death comes in ways and never waits.
What up, everybody, man? It's Robert Goo here, man, aka Ebo Pride, on another episode of Ambitious and Powerful on my channel Behind the Static. And welcome back, guys. It's been a while since I interviewed my last person, the last coach, DJ Jordan. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all been hanging out, enjoying all the stuff I've been posting, music videos, man. Really appreciate y'all. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking to Jenni Lowery. She's a local makeup artist that does a lot of work for ladies out here in this area, for weddings, just different kind of events out here, man. So it's pretty cool. It's really dope getting to chat with her and see all the struggles and successes she goes through. So again, I do appreciate everybody, man, that is subscribed to my channel. Look forward to more content for you guys. I promise it won't be this long between videos. Really appreciate y'all's patience waiting on the next video if you guys have been waiting. So again, appreciate everybody's support. Stay tuned in. Episode 2, The Ambitious and Powerful. Jenni Lowery with Get Cute with Jenni. Appreciate everybody. Enjoy the show. All right, guys. Welcome to another episode of Ambitious and Powerful. I have the pleasure of having Jenni Lowery here today. She has a business, Get Cute with Jenni. She's a makeup artist, taking care of a lot of ladies out here for different kind of events out here in the Wichita Falls area and surrounding area. So really dope to have her here today to talk about what she has going on in her life, what she has going on with her business, and all the, the everyday struggles we go through as entrepreneurs. So Jenni, here you go, have the floor, ma'am. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. So where are you from?
So thank you for letting me do this. This is awesome. I'm from Wichita Falls, Texas.
Okay, all right. So are you, have you ever lived anywhere else outside this area, just Wichita Falls?
No, just Wichita Falls. I've been here my whole life. I haven't really traveled. I've traveled one time, but we don't count that.
Okay. So you went to high school here, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where'd you go to high school at? Hershey or Ryder?
Hershey.
Hershey? Were you upset about the...
I was a little sad. I lost my diploma, and so having to get a new diploma was a little complicated, but
Really? You lost your diploma because they shut this place down?
Well, my mom's dog ate it.
Oh, your dog?
Isn't that the cliche?
Right, I know, right? Eat the homework, but eat the diploma.
I know.
I feel you. But that's what's up, yeah. So are you, how long have you had your business, Get Cute with Jenni? How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing makeup since I was 18 years old. It's been about 8 years now, but I finally launched it when I turned 20 years old, so 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this: like, what inspired you to want to do makeup? Like, why that? Like, why not hair? Why not do this or that? Why makeup?
So originally makeup was brought to my attention at a very difficult time in my life. I was around the age of 17, 16, and someone who had a negative influence on me shouldn't have had such a big influence on me. And during that time, makeup was my, scapegoat.
Okay.
That was my scapegoat. That's what I did. That's how I brought my creativity out. That's how I used my voice, my words. That was my scapegoat. And I'm just proud that I was able to take that makeup, that creativity, something that I do now, and from a negative time of my life, and brought it to something that I'm very passionate about. Like, I'm just so proud of that.
So that when you're saying like a negative time in your life, if you don't mind diving a little bit deeper in that, like what happened during that time, like what happened at that time of your life that impacted you so much to where, you know what, this is what I want to do, and I want to empower women as well too, and do that.
So I was very alone in my childhood. As a woman, of course I had my mother. I love my mother so much, but when I moved around a lot, I didn't always have my mom. I had very influential women that shouldn't have been so strong influencing me growing up. very negatively. The emotional and mental trauma, I'd be alone majority of my time. As a reward for me being quiet, I would be provided makeup. And then during that trauma experience, I would be put back in that room, and that's what I would do. I would have that creativity to play with that makeup at a very young age. So I was introduced to makeup very young, and I shouldn't have been. But out of something negative, I brought that creativity to who I am today, and I don't let that impact me. I don't let that impact my journey, but that's who I am, and that's definitely what inspired me to do makeup. It was something that, I guess it's a trauma bond. It shouldn't be a trauma bond, but it's a trauma bond.
Hey, but you never know, man. Some things put us on that path and to be creative and blows us up, man. Where bad things can happen, man. Great things can be born, you know. Yeah, so I completely understand. Same thing with me with my photography and all that. So yeah, it was slow times during my car business and all that, and COVID and all that. So kind of inspired me to want to do something else and pivot and do something in my life too. So I completely understand.
I understand, yeah.
And then so when you first started like your makeup business, I mean, I know Wichita Falls, man, has hella makeup artists out here, just like they have hella photographers out here. So what are some obstacles that you had to overcome when you started your business?
Social media, like in general, social media. I can say, okay, so when I started makeup, I was very young, like I stated. I was 18, just had my baby. I was going through postpartum depression, anxiety. Like I said, I was very lonely at the time. You know, I feel like I had nobody. And when people start their business, you know, everyone says it takes a village, but I was alone when I started my business. It was just me. And so hearing people say on social media, that's too much makeup. That's, your makeup you're catfishing. You know, it gets this, how do you say, statistic, like, the statistics off social media, you know, I don't know how to say that, let's see, expectations, okay? You're expected on social media to be a certain way, to present yourself a certain way, and social media was my biggest downfall when I first started because I'm light-skinned, so I can't do makeup on everybody. The diversity, you know, it was very hard when I first started. Everybody was eating me up. Like I said, anxiety, depression. Social media was a huge obstacle for me because when I first started, I was a nobody in high school. I moved around. It was definitely something that I had to overcome by letting all that negative energy on social media eat me up. You know, the comments, the shares, and then people would laugh at my clients because so-and-so knew my client. Social media is a huge obstacle that I would say anybody, it's gonna hurt anybody. As long as you don't let that negative energy impact you, you can definitely move forward with the positive energy if you don't allow that social media impact to hurt you so bad. Right. I would say that's like my biggest obstacle.
Right. No, I feel you on that. That's a huge thing, man. Social media has grown so much that like people think that's life these days, man, and don't understand that you still hurting somebody, even though they can't see you, is that you're behind the keyboard, or these days, all the anonymous people you see these days.
Yes, the expectations
the anonymous
are
haters
crazy
out there, right? But so you got to keep on pushing. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, because I see you stay consistent online, you stay consistent with your work and all that, and you're 100% right. Yeah, you can't let no one hold you back. All them haters out there trying to bring us down. Yeah,
that's the right way to put it. Yeah.
Right. And a lot of times I feel a lot of people are like that because they maybe can't do it for themselves. So what's the next best thing, man?
And projecting that energy onto 100%. You, it's very hard.
Right, because misery, you already know, loves company.
Misery loves company, especially being a people pleaser. Like, it's hard.
Very. Hey guys, I want to take the time to give a shout out to one of my sponsors. It's helped me out a lot in my success with this, and it's MBK Events. I want to thank Ariel and Joey. Really appreciate you guys for all your support and all your help so far, helping me coordinate things, different kind of shoots, and also help me set up my studio as well too. Give me a dope new design in here. So really appreciate you guys. And a different kind of things they do offer is event coordination, decorating services, day of coordination, DJ services, weddings, and also interior designs for commercial and residential buildings as well too. So guys, hit them up, MBK Events. The contact information is right below. Appreciate you, Ariel and Joey. Thank you guys again. All right, so was there ever a moment when you realized your business was becoming successful? Like you were on the rise, like you know what, you found your thing and you hit the ground
Yeah.
running. When was that moment?
So that's actually a very good question. Now, I guess people define success differently. Now, if I was to ask you that, you know, you would probably think like, you know, in your profession. In my profession, success is a little bit differently. It's not a dollar amount or a milestone. You know, I would say that when I started recognizing that I was becoming successful was when I would receive the recognition that for all the hard work I put into my business, for all the late nights and the insecurities and the you know, everything I had put in behind the scenes is when I would start getting reached out to by brands. My word of mouth was everything, you know, rants and raves. So when I'm becoming recommended by not one person, not 3 people, but like 5 to 10 people per post, that's when I started realizing, okay, I may have an impact in society, you know, in my business by my work. That's how I started realizing, okay, I'm starting to become successful. I'm on that road to becoming who I'm meant to be, and all these doors are opening and flourishing for me, right? But I'm not exactly where I want to be. So I would say I'm successful for where I'm at, and I'm very proud of where I'm at, but I do have a lot more work to put in, and before I would consider myself successful.
Okay. So what do you see yourself in your business like 5 years from now? So what's some goals you have for yourself in that kind of time frame?
And definitely a
Short-term goals.
salon. Yeah.
Okay.
A salon for sure. So I want a salon, obviously, but I want a what are those buildings? A strip mall.
Okay.
For my business, and I want it to be called Get Cute, obviously.
Okay. All right.
But I want
you have a whole little corner.
Yes,
Huh?
I want my
okay.
corner. I want multiple business of mine, like not just a salon, but I'm more so towards the women industry. Like I love women empowerment. I love anything that can help anyone or the next woman feel empowered. If you're in a room full of women and you're the smartest woman, that's not your room. That's not your room. So the type of business I want to give out is for people to learn. So not just Get Cute with Jenni, not just makeup, anything that can empower women or help them with financial decisions or schooling or anything along that lines. I want to help provide for that. I want to help the next. So Get Cute with Jenni is just a start, just makeup. But I definitely have more plans in the future.
Man, so like when you say that, like you're gonna get into doing hair yourself, or you're gonna maybe give an area for a space for other women to come in and explore their talents, be creative, and things
You're
like that.
exactly right.
Okay,
I want
that's
to
dope.
give other women the recognition in their work. I want to help women, you know, with a position in the Get Cute, you know, area. But I want to provide those opportunities for other women to flourish in their own, you know, own profession. That's what I want to do.
That's what's up. Yeah. So is that something that you've already in the works now, or kind of like okay, that's what's up.
So the Empower Her event, that's actually the first.
Tell us about that. Yeah, I've seen you posting about that. So tell us about that. You do a little shout out there. Yeah, tell us about it. What's the empowerment event you got going on?
The Empower Her event is a networking event for women. It's not no vendors, you know, events where you're selling things. It's where women come together and then they receive the recognition. They meet other women. They conversate, you know, and we get to ask questions like, how was your journey? Basically what you're doing is amazing, right? So the interview, it's awesome. What you're doing is what I want to do for women. I want to give women the opportunity. Where did you start? You know, asking questions for me or other business owners. Where did you start? How did you do this? What would you say is the best way to get your foot in the door? Or how would you overcome this? Relationships, money, finance, like anything. I want that women's networking event to help other women. Like that's our first start for sure.
Yeah, because that's what a lot of people are missing out there, man. It's not all about being successful, making the money, man, but it's also it's about knowledge, right? So you can't take everything with you, right? Just like you can't take money, you can't take knowledge with you. So it's great to spread it. So that's pretty dope. You're doing that, So to help other people bouncing off ideas off of each other. Or like for me, myself, I think people that I look up to, like my boy, I'll give him a shout out here, my boy Caleb Villa, the photographer here in town.
He's awesome.
Yeah, so all the stuff he's done and me taking his photography classes myself and doing things like that. So I 100% understand where you're coming from, because I was worried not knowing where I could go with photography. One of my buddies, another guy, Cody Slater, hit me up, and he told me to go to take that guy's class, and ever since then, man, Kayla's put me on the right track to doing things like this, man. It's pretty cool to have my own studio like this.
That's the best way.
So you're 100% right. That really helped me out, going to events like that, going to classes like that, and learning from other people to build that confidence in yourself. So that's dope you're doing that.
Word of mouth is everything. And like I said, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're not in the right room.
Right. 100%.
We all have more room to grow. Everybody does.
Right. All right, so we all have those days, right? So when the days when we're down in the dumps, right?
Yes.
When we get up, man, we don't feel like doing a damn thing, right? Kids are screaming up late and all that kind of stuff. And so what are some things you do to handle self-doubt, or as earlier you spoke about being criticized online, or just word of mouth, just difficult days as a business owner? How do you handle things like that?
Those days are hard. I mean, and I'm not gonna lie, nobody's perfect. Everybody knows that. Nobody's perfect.
Right.
So, you know, for me to sit here and say like, oh, I handle it positively, right? I'm amazing. I wake up and I still get everything done. No, I sit there for a minute and I self-reflect. That's like the number one thing. It don't matter. And that may sound so cliche, right? But I do. I sit up and I'm like, okay, the kids are on one. Let me sit here for a minute with my coffee or my pen and paper, or let me read an affirmation, you know, something positively, because I know that you have 3 kids, right? I have 3 kids running around screaming. And I know I have stuff to do. I have 3 essays due, you know, in the next 2 weeks, this, that, and the other for school. It's always something. It's always something. And so I'll sit there for a minute and I'll self-reflect, and I'll tell myself like, you're good. These are kids. They're growing. They're learning their emotions. They're figuring out. They don't know how to express their emotions without crying. You know,
Right.
We all do it. You know, we all have bad days. And so I'll self-reflect for a minute, and then I'll move forward with the children and be like, okay, what's the next step? I'll handle that. And then I'll go to the next thing. Let's say my truck's not starting, because like you saw my truck earlier.
Right.
I got a junk truck, okay? It happens. It's not starting. Okay, so let me handle that in a little bit, and I'm going to move on to the next step. So definitely take your day slowly. Like when you're having a bad day, don't let that affect you as bad as it should. You know, if something's going wrong, okay, take a minute to self-analyze, like what can I do about that? How can I fix that? And when will that be fixed, right? If it's not anytime soon, why are you still worrying about that right now?
Right.
Give it a minute, you know? So I feel like taking your time throughout the day, and that criticism, you know, focus on your health. Health is wealth, you know? So just take your time.
I bet. Yeah. So, and you mentioned schooling. So, what do you like? Are you like in cosmetology school, or are you taking other type classes? What are you doing right now?
So I'm actually in business school. I'm
Business
going
school,
for
okay.
general business and majoring in finance. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I tried cosmetology out for a little bit, but it was not. I don't
You're
do
a
hair.
natural. Yeah, you don't need no school, man.
Thank
you need to
you.
be teaching other people,
I
right?
actually, you know what? I think I do.
So when you say, so the finance and all that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
what is that? Is that kind of you doing that so you can understand the business side of things as
Yeah,
well too, when you open all
definitely.
these things? Okay.
Now I want to run my own books.
Okay.
My own
bet.
marketing, finance. I want to run all that. I don't want nobody doing that for me. And I feel like that's a little bit of the entrepreneurship side of me, is like, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to be in charge of everything. So I think they call it like an MC at events,
Okay.
a host.
Gotcha.
That's me. I want to run everything. I'm very OCD, a perfectionist. It all goes through me. And budgeting, I'm good at budgeting. I'm good at numbers. Anything with finance, marketing, accounting, I'm very good with. And so that's something that I definitely want to offer once I have my business up and running, and then have people, you know, working inside the salons or the other businesses inside that strip. I want to provide my services for other businesses to help them with their budgeting, marketing, finance. You know, I want to be able to help them as well. And so that's something that I want to major in, so I have that degree to provide.
I bet. Have a nice backbone out here, right?
Yeah.
And then so are you going to be having that here in Wichita Falls, or is that something you're going to try to start that when you say the strip and you're going to have the little corner of all your
Yeah.
businesses? Is that something you want to do here in town, or are you going to do that outside of town? Or you're going to move eventually, or when do you feel like doing that?
That's
When are you gonna do that?
definitely a good question. I would say within the next 5 to 10 years is my goal, to have one fully launched with employees, you know.
Okay.
So Now to start, where would I start that? Either in Wichita or the Dallas area. Now
Okay.
my name is already big enough in Wichita. You know, I'm being very humble. You know, I'm not trying to brag on anything, but I know my name does hold a little bit of weight in Wichita because I'm a known makeup artist, right?
Right.
And so starting in Wichita, I feel like I already have this clientele. I already built my clientele, my friends, my family here. This would be the perfect spot to start it. Although there is many beauticians and salons here in Wichita, I definitely think that what we can offer would be a little bit different on the empower her with women, and that's what we're providing for as women.
Meterle jonrons a los gringos, sabía que eso era lo mío. Radicamos en San Diego, en la Angelina, el Jalecito. Siempre listo y bien activo, saben que soy un peligro. Con Dios bien encomendado por si hay un imprevisto. A mi jefe lo atoraron los gringos que son llamados. Le tocó la mala al viejo, pero nunca nos rajamos.
All right, so you had mentioned earlier that you have 3 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have boys, girls,
I have 2 boys and 1 girl.
2 boys and 1 girl?
My girl's the oldest.
She's the girl's the oldest. Oh, yeah, okay, got you.
Yeah, she runs my house.
Hey, I bet, huh? Keeps them boys in line.
Yes.
That's dope. Yeah. So are they in sports, all kind of stuff like that, or what?
So my daughter actually, she goes to nutritional therapy.
Okay.
So she's not really active right now, but in the fall we're more than likely going to put her into t-ball to get her a little bit more active.
Awesome.
My boys, Jeremiah, he's about to turn 4. We're putting him in t-ball, and then Saya, my little one, he's 1, and we're going to put him in boxing when he gets of age. Because,
Boxing?
Yeah.
Are you a fighter
Oh
already?
yeah, he puts his hands up like he knows something.
That's what's up. So as a mom, like,
Mm-hmm.
how do you balance like the family life while continuing to chase your goals? I mean, I know that's tough, man. Waking up 3 kids. I mean, I have
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1, so I can understand 3 being a little tougher. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
or a lot tougher. So how do you balance that?
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Some nights I do. I mean, I cry. Who doesn't cry? You just think back on the day and you're like, how could I have done better? You know, maybe I could have eased a little bit more with the children or this, that, and the other. It's because there's so much in the day that you have to do. You only get 24 hours. You have to sleep 7 to 8 of those hours. Then you got school, the gym. You have to cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner, either meal prep or you have to get something to go. You have children, the school, the therapy, the sports. You know, you have so much to do throughout the day. Not even my business is included in that, right? My clientele. And then I can't even imagine people that work 9 to 5s, you know, professions, anything like that. It's hard. So in our house, we focus around structure. Like our house, we focus on structure and a schedule. We are on a specific schedule. I wake up at 5 every morning and I go to sleep at 10:30 every night. If I do stay up later, it's either working on my business, my page, or content for the next day. I don't stay up very late. I used to, but as I got into that schedule, that structure, it helped ease our days and making the kids' life easier. I do plan around my kids' schedule only because they're my children. You know, I want to be included in everything that they do. So when I focus on my kids' schedule, then that's when I start to focus on my schedule. Okay, Mondays, this is the day of aerials therapy, or Tuesdays, Thursdays, aerials therapy. Wednesdays, sit down for 30 minutes and do your homework, or Fridays, edit, you know. So I do have a strict schedule that I follow Monday through Sunday, and that's all in my calendar. If you were to see my calendar, it's a little wild. Like someone like you looking into my calendar would be like, when do you sleep? When do you
Right.
breathe? And I'm like, okay, listen, we're
right.
on a mission. And like you
Right.
said earlier, we have to lock in during this time frame to be able to provide that futuristic, this future that we want. Everything that we want, we have to lock in now in order to provide that and to give us that future that we want. We have to.
Right.
We have no time to waste. We're
Right, because no one's gonna do it for you. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
No one really cares. Is what I've learned, and doing my business as well too. You probably understand that too, man. People don't really care.
No.
I mean they care enough to hit that like button sometimes, maybe tell somebody about you, but really deep down, I mean everybody got something going on in their lives,
Yeah.
right? So I mean I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand, and it's a journey that, yeah, it can be a lonely journey, right? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But yeah, like you said, you got to lock in, and you got people that are counting on you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you got to keep on grinding, and no one really cares if you're having a bad
Yeah.
day, but and success don't care about it. Yeah, so you got to keep on pushing forward.
You're exactly right.
So what advice would you give to women who want to start their own business but maybe are afraid to just get started?
Yeah, that's a very good question. You know, I would probably, if I was sitting with said person in front of me, if a woman wanted to know what can I do, how can I start this business when I have this, this, and this, and I'm going to ask them, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? You can have a million excuses. You know, I can tell you a million excuses right now why I shouldn't cook dinner later tonight. You know what I mean? I can have a million excuses. How bad do you want it? If you want it bad enough, you're going to put in the work. Whether that's at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to look up ideas, you're going to put together a logo, you're going to put together a page, you're going to write down your finances, your budget, what exactly you need to do and how you're going to do it. You need to research every single thing about your business before launching your business, just so you know what you're putting your effort into, what you're getting into. I would tell them, like we said earlier, if you want it bad enough, you're going to work for it. And that's your future that you're depending on. Everything that you're doing now, your future self is going to thank you. You're either not going to do it and then rely on your future self to do it, or you can put in the work now so your future self can thank you and be like, this is exactly where I wanted to be 5 years ago. You know, so it's up to you to make those choices, those decisions. It's all up to you. But I can definitely sit down with the woman and help her plan that out. Whether that's if she works 9 to 5 and then she has the children and then later that night she has to help her child with the projects. If you ever need anything, message me. I'm willing to help anybody help with their business, or where do I start? I'm definitely willing to help anybody because, like you said, it's a lonely road. Right. Business, entrepreneurship, it's a lonely road. If you ever need somebody, I'm there.
So how could somebody get a hold of you? Like, so if somebody is afraid to reach out and just wants to reach out, and or like I said, afraid to start up, how could they get a hold of you to be able to get in contact?
Probably my personal page or my makeup page. Jennifer Lowery as my personal, and Get Cute with is abbreviated to W, and then Jenni on Facebook. You know, I'm willing to help any and everybody. I've sat down for free. I'm not going to sit here and put all my time into it, right? But I'm going to tell you, where can you start? How can you be better? What is the next step in your life? Or let me sit down with you and help you research a little bit, whether that's 30 minutes to an hour. Let's sit down together. You know, just message me. I'm always willing to help the next person out. That's what we're all here for.
That's dope. Yeah, because somebody taught me a long time ago, man, you're never ever too old to learn.
Exactly.
Never too young to teach.
Exactly.
Yeah, so when it comes to your legacy, like what do you want to leave behind for your children?
Yes.
Or on the impact of other women in this small area of Wichita Falls?
Yes.
Like what kind of legacy are you trying to leave behind as you grow with your business?
Right. Definitely resilience, faith, and empowerment. You know, those are the three main things, right? I'm a firm believer in, if God placed something in your mind, He knew you could achieve it, right? So whatever your past mistakes are, or whatever past you've come from, it doesn't define your future. Everything is solely up to you and how you move forward, right? Like, everything is a choice. You have a choice to either turn right or to turn left, right? So you have that choice daily. That's your choice. Anything you do is all up to you. And I do want everybody to realize it's your choices that lead you to the way of your life. What life do you want, right? How bad do you want it? The mindset that you have, that's all up to you. And the legacy that, for women, I want them to realize, like, I'm all for empowerment, okay? You put your foot in the door. Like, years ago, women didn't have a voice, right? Our rights are still kind of getting restricted from us, right? So we have to fight for that. And as women, with what we have now, we have the opportunity to push ourselves forward, to make a name, to show everyone we can do this alone. We can pay bills alone. We can have multiple kids and still provide a life for them by being a woman, by, you know, our profession or what we do, what we can offer. We have the right to do that. No, I definitely want my kids to know that we all have a past. I want them to know that there's a way of life. You can make the most out of life, but it's all up to you. It's your choice. You know, the legacy with women, I want them to know that we can empower one another. It's not competition. Nothing is competitive. The world is big enough for all of us to eat. I want everyone to know that I'm here to support you. It's, we're all we have, okay? As humans, we are all we have. Word of mouth is everything. We can push ourselves, far enough if we actually let another woman or, another friend into our life to help us, benefit
Right.
within ourselves. Yeah.
100%, I understand. All right. So that's dope. Yeah. So again, I do appreciate you coming by and giving me your time to chat and talk to me a little bit about what you got going on with your life, with your business, things like that, and what your aspirations are for the future.
Yeah.
That's really dope. And so like, are you? Well, are you having, so besides your, or actually no, when is your can people still sign up for your woman empowerment event you have coming up, or
Yeah.
where can they go to sign up for that?
So you can actually go to my page, Get Cute with Jenni on Facebook, and you can learn more about it. We haven't launched tickets yet. We actually just saw a venue, the Big Brother and Big Sisters program. Have you heard of them?
Oh, yeah.
They help the younger generation and with mentors and stuff. They're actually offering their venue for it on a smaller price
Okay.
than we anticipated, right? We have our whole deal, right?
Right.
But so we're gonna host it there in April of 2027. A date
Okay.
is not specifically set yet, and tickets are not launched. But yeah, any woman is offered. If you want to know more about business, finances, marketing, I mean, absolutely anything, you have the right to come. Any woman has the right to come, whether you're a business owner, and then you can sponsor, you can provide contributions from your businesses or your services to the gift bags we're gonna have to get your name out there. We're open to all and any ideas, really.
That's what's up. All right. So that's dope. Yeah. So you guys, you heard it from her, man. Yo, it's gonna happen in April 2027. Guys, you have time. So reach out to her, man. I don't hear nothing about, man, last minute. I don't know what's going on. This is not. So you guys got time, man. Reach out to her. She'll tell you what's
Yeah.
going on. She'll help you out there, man. So sign up, man. Sign up for this, and and empower yourself, man. Learn something from
Thank
her.
you.
Hey, teach her something as well too, man. Sounds like
Teach
she's
me
a sponge right now.
something.
She's ready to learn something. So guys, it's pretty dope what she's doing out here. And like I said, man, I do appreciate you again. Like I said, spending some time chatting. And so when people hear your story years from now, so what do you hope they remember most about the woman behind the business, Jenni Lowery? What do you want them to remember about you?
I want them to remember that I'm the type of person that would give the next person the shirt off my back. I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to help the next person. I want them to know that whether or not people have bad things to say about me, this, that, and the other, that's their experience, right? But my experience with life and who I am and what I could give is to give. I want people to know that I'm willing to give anybody the chance to do anything, to, how do I say it?
I'm trying to give y'all some tea, boy. I'm trying to give y'all some knowledge.
I want people to know me as I want them to know I'm just happy. I'm positive. I want them to know that I want the best out of life for any and everybody. I don't want to see nobody go through it. Like, I've been through the struggle. I know what it's like. I don't want to see nobody else go through that. It's painful. When you watch movies, you get sad for the villains. Okay? I get sad for everybody. I don't want nobody to go through that. I want people to know I'm very positive.
Right. I feel you. Well, that's awesome. Like I said, I appreciate you again. Look forward to doing some more work with you in the future and to see where your business goes and all that. And
Yours
I really
as well.
dope. Yeah. So I'm gonna close this out with something, a little quote that I listen to my boy Les Brown all the time, man. Empower my people out there. We're moving forward and doing what you need to do to stay positive and be
Yes.
successful. And what my man Les Brown would say is, all you can do is all you can do,
Yeah.
and all you can do is enough.
Yeah.
Just make sure you do all you can do.
You know what? Okay, not to carry this
No,
on.
go ahead. What's up?
I love this quote, "You're enough."
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
You're enough.
man. That's it.
You're
Right.
enough. That's it.
Right.
Okay. See?
That's where people need to learn and
Yes.
and understand, man. Don't worry about other people like that, man. You're enough, man. God has His
Yes.
plan for you, and He
Yes.
understands you're gonna struggle. You just keep on pushing forward. But again, I appreciate you and everybody, man. Hey, check it out, man. Again, This is episode number 2, Ambitious and Powerful. I appreciate y'all for tuning on in. Hey, I hope y'all stay for a long time, man. Hit that subscribe button, like button, share it, let people know about it, let somebody know if they want to come talk as well too. Here in the Wichita Falls market, man, we're trying to just empower people, uplift each other. Thank you again on Behind the Static, my channel here on YouTube. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.
Yeah. Hey, are we live? Are we live yet? All that shit we lived through and we ain't died yet. I was losing inspiration, had to make a little time to go outside to write this line. I was blinded. My brother died and I ain't cried in a long time. So when them tears fill my eyes, I'm reminded of that saying.